Retirement brings interesting challenges because one of the things that most of them had is some sort of career, some job, and suddenly it's gone. The job is gone. What are you going to do now? Well, sometimes you sell your house. Sometimes you move into an apartment like Chesapeake Suites, like we did. Wonderful spot to be at, and that's where we are today. But what happens when you've gone to Florida for a number of times and you've gone cruising and you've visited all the relatives? There's suddenly a hollowness in your retirement that maybe you didn't see coming. So I'd like to just simply pass on some of the things that happened to me. I enjoyed education, and I was a teacher for 33 years and a principal in other positions. And after I retired, I got an opportunity to teach at the university. Now, I really didn't think that I was going to enjoy it that much, but I had this space and time, and so I went ahead and agreed. And the interesting thing is that I enjoyed teaching those students at UPEI and the Faculty of Education more than anything I had done for 33 years. So that's another little reward sometimes that comes about in retirement, that you somehow accidentally perhaps run into some sort of opportunity that matches what you had in what we used to say, the real life. At age 65, I was out on the street trying to repair my wife's bicycle, of all things. I fell off it, cracked my kneecap, got a cast on, and couldn't work in wood in the basement. And I can tell you, when I was sitting there in June, not able to golf, not able to lawn bowl, not a very good husband, couldn't sleep, really an ugly creature that most of us would not enjoy. So I had to do something. So I got up one day and remembered I had collected a number of books on sketching, pen and ink sketching. At the same time, I had a number of photos of churches. But then I thought, oh, the churches, I can't draw them because most of the artists on PEI would have drawn or painted the historic ones. But then I knew that there were many churches, not large churches, not historic, but still loved by the people who attended them. And I knew that if I could draw those churches as well, that would be well received by the public. So I started out, I didn't know how many churches there were, and I started to draw churches. Along comes my daughter, who's an artist, and says, "Dad, those are pretty good." So I carried on, and I was going at the rate of one a day. I was a madman because of my knee. Eventually, I drew all of the churches, and believe it or not, there were 305 churches, and I put them in a book. And I knew that the public would find the book valuable because churches are so changing. They're being torn down, some of them burned. And so this record of churches was as of the year 2000. Well, surely that would be enough. But no, do you see, I was hooked on pen and ink sketching. And I started to not only produce the churches, but place them in the local newspaper on a weekly basis. And so it became profitable for me suddenly to do that. And then I did a UPEI book, and a Western book, an Eastern book, Charlottetown book, a Montague book, a Stratford book, and of all of these historic sites. In addition to that, people were asking me to do their homes for Christmas, or relatives, or moving away, and this sort of thing. And that became, I did certainly over 500 homes, just as an opportunity to sketch in that way.